Next up, we're going to describe about boiling. Okay, so boiling is a process where the substance changes from liquid to gas at a fixed temperature. Okay, so please remember, at a fixed temperature. And what is this temperature known as? Okay, it's called the boiling point. So the temperature at which the liquid becomes a gas is what we call the boiling point. As you can see from the substance, as see from the diagram here, the water is boiling. Okay, the water is boiling. Your liquid is turning into gas. So let's look at how the process works. Okay, first up, we have actually boiling, step 1. Okay, where the liquid is being heated up. In this case here, boiling hasn't occurred yet. Okay, boiling hasn't occurred yet. This is what is happening. Your particles are actually gaining thermal energy. Okay, your heat is absorbed by the particles and they start to gain kinetic energy and starts to move faster. At this point, the particles have not yet becoming gas. Okay, they're just, the temperature is increasing, they're gaining kinetic energy, but boiling hasn't occurred yet. Boiling only occurs at the next step. When the temperature is high enough, in this case when we said it is high enough here, okay, we're referring to when the temperature has reached the boiling point. Okay, the liquid starts to boil. So when the temperature reaches the boiling point, now same thing here, you look at the way how I'm describing it, the thermal energy is converted to potential energy. And what is it used for? Same thing here, overcome the force of attraction. Okay, now remember we said that for solid, they have very strong forces of attraction. And liquid, they are strong. So at the part of melting, when we're describing melting just now, we're actually trying to say that the force of attraction became from very strong to strong. Some energy used to cause to weaken the force of attraction. Now in this case here, we said the strong force of attraction for liquid is going to become weak force of attraction. Okay, because it's turning from liquid to gas. This thermal energy absorbed is converted to potential energy and is overcoming the force of attraction between the particles. So when now your particles will start to separate from one another and begin to move rapidly in all directions. You can see here I'm describing my gas. Okay, sorry, my gas. So this is what is happening for your boiling. And definitely at the last part here, your particles has becoming gas. This is when, you know, your graph, as I was saying again, okay, step 1 is actually when the temperature is increasing. Step 2 is here, where the temperature remains constant. Alright, let's write the axis, temperature and time. And step 3 is here. Okay, step 3 here, this is where the substance has totally become gas. So they are far apart, moving rapidly in direction, all direction. So actually, what I described step 1, step 2, step 3, the real process, okay, when we talk about boiling, actually occurs in step 2. So when we ask you to describe the process of boiling, you just need to describe step 2. So if we backtrack a bit, we go to melting. Okay, melting actually occurs at where? Step 1, step 2, step 3, which one? It's actually only in step 2. So when we ask you to describe melting, you only describe step 2, which is also this. So this wraps up for melting and boiling. Okay. Now, with regards to all this, okay, we're going to move on, continue. We talk about freezing. Now, we're not going to go into details about how freezing occurs and stuff like this, okay? It's the same process. I think you can go back and work on your own. The key here is this. I need you to remember that the definition of all of this. So, freezing process of liquid to solid at a fixed temperature again. At what temperature is this? It is the freezing point. Okay, same thing here, condensation. Okay, condensation generally refer to gas to liquid. Okay, but remember gas to solid is also possible. Okay, so condensation is where the gas turns into a liquid. Okay, gas turns to a liquid. And last one, sublimation. Okay, we say that the process of which solids change directly into a gas. And the key thing here, it does not go through this liquid state. So this is an example of your dry ice. Okay, dry ice straight away turning from solid into gas. This is the process of sublimation. Okay, so this marks the end of the various changing states.